What's good, y'all boys, man? It's your boy Wrestling Number, and I'm back with another video. And today I'm going to be trying something different. Today I'm going to be running the anime gauntlet. So basically, there's one character up against other characters. We're doing this 1v1 style. So he beats one, he moves on to another, and we'll see if that character can complete the gauntlet or if they lose, where they're stopping at. If you enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all that. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, so we're starting off with Luffy. I think first as Deku, and this is just obviously a W for Luffy, no questions asked. There's no scenarios in which Deku can win this, so let's move on. Asta. Now, Asta's a tricky one because obviously, you know, Asta has anti-magic. Now, even if we are gonna even out the playing field by saying anti-magic is anti-hockey, Gear 5 Luffy would still be able to handle this, because obviously we've seen with Gear 5 that Luffy is able to change his environment into rubber. He was jump roping on Kaido, and there's no reason for us to believe that he can't do the exact same with Asta. So Luffy wins, but not as easy as he would get the W against Deku. Let's move on. Now, I personally think Meliodas is right where Luffy stops, because obviously we know Meliodas is literally immortal against his own will. Like, I haven't seen 7 Deadly Sins, but when I was doing research for this video, I found that Meliodas is immortal against his own will, and obviously we know one of the greatest disadvantages of Gear 5 is that the stamina effects is crazy. Luffy obviously can't attain Gear 5 for a long time, so how I would see this going is Luffy killing Meliodas, and then if he can even do that, by the way, because like I said, I have not seen 7 Deadly Sins, so I don't know the full extent of Meliodas' powers. All I know is what I've researched for this video. So if he can actually beat him, Meliodas would just keep coming back over and over and over, and eventually, after a certain amount of times of Meliodas coming back, Luffy would just run out of stamina, and then Meliodas could kill him. So I think he stops right here, but let's go on to Naruto and Ichigo just for fun. Now, for Naruto, this one is really controversial, but I could see this going anyway, because I think Naruto has the power to beat Luffy, but Luffy has the hacks, obviously, with Gear 4. So this one is really up to debate. It's not as much as one-sided as a Meliodas or a Ichigo, but now a lot of people would actually go ahead and say Baryon mode Naruto, but I think if you really want Naruto to win, I would actually go ahead with Sage of Six Paths Naruto, because obviously we know Baryon mode Naruto has that 10-minute limit, but Luffy also has his issues with stamina and being able to stay in Gear 5. So I think this really all depends. If you're going to use Baryon mode Naruto, I would have to give the edge to Luffy simply because of that 10-minute timer on Baryon mode. But if you're going to use Sage of Six Paths Naruto, I think Naruto would have the edge over Luffy simply because of the fact that he would be able to last and fight longer in Sage of Six Paths mode than Luffy would be able to in Gear 5. Now, Ichigo is where we bring this to an abrupt end, because there is no case that you could make for Luffy against Ichigo. Ichigo is stronger, faster. Obviously, we see that Ichigo was boxing with a Yhwach who has the ability to alter the future, which we have just never seen Luffy do. Obviously, Luffy has future sight haki, but I'm not future sight observation haki, but like with Yhwach, I'm not talking about just seeing a couple of seconds in the future. I'm talking he can see the future and then alter it into a situation where he wins, and Ichigo was boxing with him, so he's on a level of a Yhwach. Even if you want to scale it down, Ichigo was boxing with Aizen, who has the ability to hypnotize all 5 of your senses, which Luffy has never came on top against. No One Piece character even has that ability, so there's no case that you can make for Luffy of him beating Ichigo. I rest my case. Alright, now we have Ichigo running the gauntlet, and his first opponent is Luffy. I just made a whole case on why Ichigo would beat Luffy, so yeah, With Natsu, look, Natsu is strong. Obviously, Natsu can burn through time and do all that, but I just don't see him beating an Ichigo. But from what we've seen with Ichigo boxing with the likes of Yuhabak, like as I said before, who can alter the future and make it to where the situation is guaranteeing his victory. So we see that time is not really that much of a restraint for Ichigo. So I don't see Natsu winning this. Alright, look, now Gojo. This is very controversial, but I'm gonna have to give this one to Ichigo as well. Because look, what's Gojo's main defense? Obviously, the Infinity. The Infinity would not work against Ichigo because Ichigo doesn't have to touch Gojo. Obviously, Ichigo has the Getsuga Tensho and all these Reishi attacks, so he doesn't have to touch Gojo. So the Infinity is completely out of play here. And then obviously there's Gojo's domain expansion, but Ichigo has been dealing with dimensional travel since the Soul Society arc. So if you're given a full power Ichigo, which we've obviously seen in the manga, but I'm trying to keep these anime only, Ichigo has been dealing with dimension travel since the Soul Society, so Gojo's domain would not really be in effect here. And also, we've seen that Ichigo is able to break through dimensions. Obviously, him breaking in and out of the Soul Society, breaking into the Dangai and leaving it. So, Ichigo can break through dimensions. So, Gojo's domain expansion would not be able to secure him the victory here. And that's why I'd give it to Ichigo. Now, I'm not too caught up on Boruto. I'm not caught up on the anime or the manga, so I can't really speak on that. I believe that's a Boruto character, so we're going to move on to Shinra. Now, Ichigo, you made it so far, but you lose to Shinra. There's no way that Ichigo can beat Shinra. Obviously, we're talking about a Shinra Bancho man who can reshape reality by manipulating fire, which is just nothing that Ichigo has seen before, and Ichigo just would not be able to compete with Shinra Bancho man from Fire Force. As always, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all that. And without further ado, I'm Rushing on and I'm out. Bye.